Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
I gotta feel you. What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I am here for another video. It's way past my bedtime, but I want to start off by saying thank you to like each and every one of you guys. Like, really, I hit 20K subscribers today, and it literally feels like unreal. You guys know that I wouldn't be here this late. Y'all know I go to bed early. When I saw the 20K, it was like, is this happening? Like, is this real? Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Like, every one of you who clicks on the videos, everyone who subscribed, everybody who has joined the membership. Like, I was kind of like overwhelmed, and I'm not like an emotional person. But good evening, everyone. Please hit the like as you come in tonight. Show him some love for this celebration. He works hard. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. You don't like, I'll tell you this. When I started my channel, I really felt like if I could reach like 5,000 subscribers within like the first year, maybe like year and a half, I would feel like a success on YouTube, because getting to like actually people choosing to spend time with you, you don't understand. That's not like easy. I'm a self-proclaimed, I'm a little weird. My sense of humor is a little off. I'm really a little goofy. And I initially did not think that you guys would choose to come and like spend time with me. And so like I said, I appreciate every one of you all. Like, I literally said 5,000 subscribers, and now to be here and like around a year and a half, it feels like unreal. I'm humbled. I'm appreciative. I teared up a little bit when I was at work, because that's when I looked at my analytics and I was like, am I here? Again, thanks to Miss Satin. Miss Satin went and told Tita. She trusted me, and then I got my big interview with Tita. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys so much. Miss Tennessee, Norris, I see you guys in here. I hope I get this right. Thanha Williams, thank you so much. Y'all know I can butcher a name, so let me know in the chat. I literally was overwhelmed. Literally, I was overwhelmed. Tierra's opinion, thank you so much. Arena, I appreciate you. Fatima, it doesn't feel real yet, right? Like, you don't know how much it means to me that you all choose to spend time with me and let me be like a source for your like news information, because I'm kind of like a journalist.
I work for Dish Nation. I am in the world of journalism. So I work for Dish
I'm kind of like a journalist. Oh yeah, y'all get those likes up. Let YouTube know that we're here. Definitely. We got almost like 100 people in the chat. Let's 75 likes. Even if it's just that would be a great congratulations if you just like the video. It is a free way to support the channel. Get those likes up. I think I really be like wearing out the likes. So now y'all even know. Kimpire told me that. Kimpire says likes let YouTube know that you're here. So I'm here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. I really hope that I pronounced your name right. I hope it's or Thainha. Let me know. Definitely let me know. My dry humor. I do have a really dry sense of humor. I definitely do, and I say it with a straight face. Bad taste to use for your headline only to smile. I'm doing a whole show, Bianca Byer. It's a whole show, but I would be remiss if I did not thank my subscribers. I did a video about 30 minutes ago. You can check that one out where I give all the details. On this show, I'm going to let my subscribers talk about their feelings once I drop the link, as it involves Lisa Marie, her fans, etc. Maybe Mia could be. You mean Rima? Thank you so much, Sassy Girl. I appreciate it. She says, congratulations, Mims. It's pronounced like Donna, but with a T. Oh, so Tana. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Tana. Candy said it turned so quick. I liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Kimberly. You put the work in, so that's why your channel. I really appreciate this, guys. You're closer to journalism. Yeah, definitely don't forget to like the video. Again, thank you guys so very, very much. I really, really appreciate that. It means a whole lot to me. Kadi's definitely my girl. Exactly. Super chats and cashway are a great way to support the channel, but likes are also a great free way. Hey, Danielle, Evelyn. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. Thank you so much, everybody. So as I was making this video, I had already seen the headlines about Lisa Marie and her cardiac arrest. So the last headline that I saw was that her mother had rushed to her side. So, and I'd also seen that she had been revived at the scene and that her ex-husband had done it. So I really saw it, but the expectation was that she would be able to recover. That's when I saw that she had not, and that she had passed away in her 50s, which is extremely young. She passed away at 54 after a cardiac arrest, but like I said, they were able to revive her on the scene, and that was with the help of her ex-husband. Like, more details have not been released as of yet, but in my eyes, 54 is extremely young to pass. Like, she had already lost one of her children. He took his life at a very young, I believe he was like 20 or 21. So that sits with you as well. And that also sits with Priscilla, the grandmother. So now she's lost a grandchild and she lost a daughter. Like, a parent surviving their child is extremely hard. It is something very difficult. Oh, DGF says her grandmother passed away young as well. I mean, and we all know Elvis passed away, I believe, in 1977. So it's a lot of tragedy. It's definitely a lot of tragedy. And I want to, again, I always say, say a prayer for the family. And if you are not a person who believes in prayer, I totally believe in sending positive energy their way because they're going to need it, especially Priscilla and her surviving kids. You just didn't expect it. Danielle says, yes, we as parents want to go before our kids. Definitely. Such a tragic family. And somebody else brought up a good point. There has been so many people younger, like in their 30s, who are going into cardiac arrest or having a stroke. Excuse me. And there's no rhyme, there's no reason. It's so important to tell people how you feel about them in the moment. You would be surprised. So little, insight into my family. I know I don't do that a lot. But this Christmas, I decided to start speaking life into people while they're here. And I did it with a friend of mine who had lost his mother. And he's doing very, very, very well in life, like career-wise. And I just pulled him to the side at that charity event that I was in Atlanta. And I was like, just to let you know, your mom would be proud. Because his mom was like his biggest supporter. He was definitely a mama's boy, or he is a mama's boy, I should say. And I said, everything that you're doing, he's now actually a correspondent on television. That is like, he's young, he's black, he's driven. And I said, your mom would be proud. And he was like, very shocked because even though I'll be there for people, I'm not necessarily the one to like, I'm more of a doer than a sayer. And so I took that, and for Christmas, I went around the table to my like immediate family and I gave them the reasons that I was like proud of them. Because I still have my mom here. Everybody is in general good health in my family. And so I say that to say this. It is very important to breathe life into people while they are here. This was a shock. Let's not be quick to make assumptions. Yeah, that's very fair. Just simply, her youngest daughters are 14 years old. I think her oldest daughter is in her 30s. It's very sad. I understand my bestie from childhood passed last month. She was only 43. It's tragic. In her sleep, no one knows cause. I am so sorry about that. I am definitely so sorry about that, Tierra's opinion. Very sweet. I say that to say this. If there's ever anything that I can like motivate you guys to do, it would be that. Tell people how you feel about them today. You know what I mean? Because there's always like you just, when somebody walks out the door, you never really know what's going to happen. You never really know what's going to happen to you. So if you never say it, how is somebody supposed to know how you feel? That's beautiful and needed. I'm telling you, it was so crazy because me and him left the charity event around the same time. He was in an Uber, I was in my car. And one of our friends came outside and she was telling the Uber driver, she goes, that's a very important person. Now, keep in mind, we've all been drinking. It's a charity event, but we got lit. That's a very important person. And the Uber driver is like, what? And he turns and he looks at me and her and he was like, you don't understand how you two just made me feel. And he was like, both of you guys have just breathed life into me. And I really was having a difficult time because it was around the holidays. And the point is, tell your loved ones that you love them while they're around. Just, we'll leave it at that. That's a testament. Oh, thank you, Shay. Words do matter. Elvis was only 42. Super young. You mean the mom? Yeah, that mama. The one who didn't want my air fryer. Yep, her. Same. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, Tana. I'm very sorry about that. Thankful had a conversation. Oh, that is beautiful that you that is awesome that you were able to talk to her prior. That is definitely awesome. Please speak out to the very loved ones that always give words of advice or as the go-to person, please. Yeah, the strong ones. The strong ones are the ones that probably need the most help. You're a great friend. Thank you, Danielle. Okay. So for those of you guys who don't know, because I love this lady. Her name is Lottery Frappe and Laughs. She is a older lady. Let's see. My mother passed at 60, an elderly friend's mom at 31. Oh, that is super sad. Okay, so I I love this lady. She is definitely a hoot. Like, I would love to go get a drink with her. She's sick though. I'm gonna show you guys a video so you'll get a better idea of who she is. I'm sure you know her, even if you don't know. Her name is Hala. Uh, let's see if this is the one. Okay, yeah, this is the one. So I'm gonna show you a couple videos of Hala, just like quick little snippets. She is absolutely hilarious to me.
This the remix, Hala?
For $2?
Yes.
Whatever. To the Christmas spirit. Hey, you pay kids for $2?
Hala, they want to know, are you on Santa's naughty list or his nice list? Which list are you on?
Both.
You on the naughty and the nice list.
Oh, yeah.
You can't.
The lady is hilarious. Let me show you one more. The lady is absolutely hilarious. Now she can be a little bit raunchy, which I appreciate. I definitely appreciate. Okay. I hope. Okay. Are we past 10 minutes? Because she might curse. Okay, yeah, good. We're past 10 minutes. She might curse. She probably will curse.
Let me show Hala her though. She said that's you in the front.
Oh. The billy goat. The pink billy goat. Don't try to be funny, motherfucker. I ain't heard no goddamn billy goat.
Hala, she said.
Ain't no trick or treat McCain yet.
No, Hala, you took that the wrong way. Wow, thank you, Celeste Mitchell.
Ain't nothing on there but some goddamn billy goats.
Hala, listen.
Take it some other way.
Listen.
Ain't nothing lined up but four big. Okay.
Listen, Hala.
All right.
What's the difference between that billy goat in the front and the rest of them? Ain't that billy goat in the front standing out?
But that ain't the point.
You stand out where.
Compared to a damn motherfucking goat.
No. If you do that in exchange for money, it's a name for you. Yeah.
Congratulations, number one hoe.
Okay, so Hala is one of my absolute favorites. Definitely go and subscribe to her channel. It's called Lottery, Frappe, and Laughs. Now, there's been like all of these hoax saying that she's passed away. So Hala is, I believe, don't quote me, she has cancer. And what has happened is she has become an internet sensation. It started on TikTok. Now she has like hundreds of thousands of people on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. She just is like your grandma with maybe a dirty mouth. I absolutely love her. What has been happening though is all of these hoax saying that she is no longer with us. Now, this came out and it sounded I'm gonna just read it to you and we'll go from there. It says, prayers go out to this family. Y'all pray for Grandma Hala that she has a peaceful and not painful transition. She's currently transitioning and her granddaughter has given us an update from the doctors who says she's extremely dehydrated and malnourished from her refusal to eat or drink and her weight has currently dropped to 77 pounds. We were also informed that she's making mention of her deceased mother, where she's talking to, also saying she sees her. Again, we do not know that these are the signs of a person transitioning, and we ask that you pray that she is a peaceful and not painful transition. And it credited the Heat magazine. So people are now in Hala's great-granddaughter. So the lady recording is Hala's great-granddaughter, and she is a caretaker. So what I want to say to anybody who might see this video who is a fan of Hala's, but give her, the granddaughters, some slack. Hala has not been on for a few weeks, and people are going at the granddaughter. This woman is a caretaker to someone who is very ill. So definitely cut them some slack. It's not okay if by chance something, Hala's conditioning is worsening. She has given a lot of people joy, and her family has facilitated that. So Hala is now selling t-shirts. If you're a big fan of hers and you want to support her and support her family, go for it. I have sent numerous super chats to Hala so that she could get some lottery tickets, because that's how we initially connected. I buy a lot of lottery tickets. So she has a beautiful spirit, a strong spirit. Again, I have had Hala in my prayers. I've done the same thing. I've sent her positive energy, because you never really know. People feel that. Hala, when I've watched her on live and she's receiving the gifts, now she might shade some of the gifts, but if you give her a Billy Goat picture in rainbow, she's not going to receive that well. She's not. Oh, we got a celebrity in the chat. What's up, Tita? It says, hey, Mim, stopping through Sugar, going back to top to listen to your show. Salute to your chat room. Thank you so much. Tita is my biggest interview to date. She is Jacqueline's sister, Mia's former nanny, and she has a YouTube channel. So I'm using her a hard time, throwing her off, trolling. It is Tita Talks. She is also a beautiful spirit. She's like a nanny, and the kids are there talking and playing with her. She's so patient. Definitely check her out. She's a good time. And Tita is also known to go off. So no, I'm just kidding. She's a good time. Wait, what? Why are they doing that? I don't know. I think because people will see a content creator that they love, and the expectation is that they will go on all the time and perform all the time. And we knew from the beginning that she was sick. I just say this: a caretaker's job is not easy. And what happened recently, let me show you. I saw a video where they were giving her great niece a hard time. I want to share this with you.
And I said what I said. She shouldn't have to come on here and plead her case to nobody, because she was the one that was down. I'm the one that told her to get on here. I'm the one that told her to get up and have a day for herself. She can do that. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I was trying to sit here and be quiet, but I'm sick of y'all.
Keep in mind, she's a caretaker. So caretaker's job is not easy. So, just cut her some slack. These people are young. Subscribe to Hala's channel, be in her chat, engage with her. She'll send you a shout out. Send her $5 so she can go get some lottery tickets. That's what I do, because I like to support people. If she wants a frappe from McDonald's or Starbucks, that's her thing. And a lottery ticket, and that eases her mind or eases her pain a little bit, go for it. I love Hala.
Okay, y'all. What you have to understand is hey, why boss? We just a little frustrated, y'all. Apparently my ultra real ruffled some feathers. Okay. I wasn't supposed to be. You watching football, Charmaine? Girl, that's what Killer trying to do.
Focus.
But apparently Hey, the baby girl, my vanilla cousin. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta stop speaking. I gotta address something. Apparently, my ultra real ruffled some feathers. I wasn't supposed to be in the stores because my grandmother is sick.
Thank you.
Y'all make it make sense. Make it make sense. What y'all only
Tracy.
see what I show you. You don't
Welcome
know
to
what
the
goes on
channel.
behind the scenes. Okay. Y'all wasn't there last night when Holla was moaning and groaning and couldn't sleep and whole side hurting and this and that. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't see. You see what I'm saying? So if I took a moment and went in a store for just a little time for myself, why make me feel guilty about that? What I supposed to do? Get on here and just boo-hoo cry and walk around, woe is me, and is that what I'm supposed to do? Y'all forgot I got kids. I still gotta live for. Shelly B. Wait a minute, I gotta read this. Everyone grieve differently, please.
So, excuse me. I say all that to say, let her be great. Let her live. I also took care of my grandma. Excuse me. I also took care of my grandmother before she passed away. Actually, me, my mom, and my two sisters did. It's not easy. It's not easy to see people in pain. Let this lady be great. Buy a t-shirt, support Holla's channel. Maybe she will go live again, but if she doesn't, there's a lot of content of her giving people joy that you could go through. Now, keep in mind, if you watch this at work, put your earphones in because Holla has a mouth on her. She has a dirty mouth and she doesn't care. Definitely go support her. Like, beautiful little soul. That's really what she owes nobody explanation. Yes, Norris was taking care of his grandmother full-time as well. Sunkissed, full-time caretaker. Statistics show sometimes they pass faster than the patient. She speaks from experience. You always complaining about her being in a store. What is wrong? Exactly. Y'all, so we got almost 200 in the chat. Let's get those likes up to at least 150. She shouldn't have to explain herself. Okay, so to the foolishness, y'all. To the foolishness. I did a video yesterday with, or was that today? I'm losing track of time with with Apollo and Phaedra, and let's see. I want to start with. I kind of want to start with Gizelle. I'm going to do this. And then once I get to Phaedra and Apollo, I'm going to drop the link so you guys can come up and we can do that story together. But Gizelle, she got an interview with today.com and it's like blowing up the internet. So let me share that with y'all. Okay. She still feels like she's, the word on the street. Technically, I honestly do think Gizelle is the star of RHOP. I give her a hard time, but I definitely think she's the star. She was my favorite the first couple seasons as well. But it was some of the things that she said that I didn't really care for. It says, Bryant says she's no longer interested in talking to Dr. Wendy Osefo. During season 6, Bryant fell out with Osefo after Bryant brought rumors of Osefo's husband alleged infidelity to the group. It's safe to say no love has been lost in 7 seasons. The season 7 premiere saw Osefo trying to greet Bryant at Huger's spring party, to which Bryant said, yeah, don't touch it. I'm good. Bye-bye. This was them during better times. I think like Wendy's first season when they still accepted her, I guess. And October 2, while speaking to Today, Osefo said, Bryant literally has gone down the list of everyone's marriage and has attacked them. I did not pay any attention to the allegations because the source in itself wasn't credible. While speaking to Today.com, Bryant responds to Osefo's remarks saying, I don't find that to be true. When it came to Wendy and whatever happened in season 6, Wendy and I talked, and she was really upset about all the stuff that was said about her on social media having to do with her husband and other things. That's what the conversation was about, Bryant says. She took it and ran with it in the opposite direction. For me, it just speaks to the kind of person she is. I always want to be able to have conversations with women, and she's just unable to do that. So I'm no longer interested. That's why when she came to me in the beginning of the season, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm good. Now, here's the deal. She definitely wanted to allude or discuss rumors of Wendy's husband getting a Caucasian woman pregnant at the law firm. So what Gizelle wanted to do was bring that rumor to the public and how the public responded. So you want to be able to have that conversation. But when Monique brought the binder and brought all of the receipts of your husband's infidelity, you had nothing to say. And you even said you don't believe her. You did not want it brought up. And the word on the curb was that Gizelle had a full-on meltdown at the reunion and the producers chose not to show it. So you want from Wendy what you are unwilling to give. And that is why I have a problem with her behavior. So we all know what it means when a star of the show says they don't want to communicate with somebody. It's not cool. It's not okay. That's your castmate. You were upset that Wendy did not let you take the reins. And I really think that's effed up. Excuse me. I definitely think that's effed up, y'all. Excuse me. This Casa del Sol, y'all. What did the headline say? She was more. Now, don't get me wrong. There has to be a certain amount. It's like Lisa Rinna. Don't mention her husband, but she'll talk about yours. Or she'll try to destroy your marriage. But don't do anything to her establishment. What did the headline say? Let's see. Real Housewife of Potomac star Gizelle Bryant says Candid Dealer Bastard always wants to be a victim. That's what it says, Cotty. You can't believe. Y'all, I had an extremely full day of work. I got up, made my video, went to the gym. I'm tired, but that's okay because we're at 20K. We are at 20K. I have nothing but gratitude and a full cup of Casa del Sol. Hopefully I can wake up in the morning because I already have another video idea, but I usually try to make videos around like 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. so that I have one to drop at 8 a.m. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, blah, blah. Brian says Dillard Bassett always wants to be a victim. Brian found herself in hot water with Dillard Bassett this season after Brian told Dillard Bassett that her husband, Chris Bassett, made her uncomfortable in a conversation after the 6th reunion taping. Dillard Bassett and her husband have continually refuted Brian's claims, causing a divide between the once pals. Brian says she doesn't regret anything that she did to Dillard Bassett about her husband. She continues, because I know Candace is very sensitive and she can be a bit dramatic. I was very careful to choose my words carefully with her. At that time, she and I were friends, so I wasn't going to say anything that was going to be super inflammatory and hurt her, but she took it to a whole other level of nonsense. Candace wants to always be a victim. We're no longer friends, so I don't feel like I need to hold back anything anymore. What happened, and it was unfortunate, and no one's going to tell me how to feel in that situation, Brian concludes. And again, this is why I can't get with Gizelle. I like that kind of conversation. If you did not want it to be a storyline, would have been offline. You chose to put that online. So could one of my mods let me know? We got about 200 people in here. Definitely where are we at on likes? Hopefully we're almost at 200 likes. Definitely with 200 people, let's get to almost 200 likes. Chris is not responsible for Gizelle's feelings. What did I miss? A whole lot. I thanked everybody for my 20K subscribers, Justin. 138 likes. Let's do at least 175, 180. 175, 180. I think, you know what? We might even do a quick commercial. Yeah, let's do a quick commercial. While the commercial's going, get those likes up.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Okay. Danielle brought up a good point. She said, outside of Gizelle, besides the fact that Gizelle should have said it when it happened, would it have been better if she came to Candace and Chris together, especially since they were friends? I'm trying to put myself in a situation where I invite somebody to talk to me, and so I think there'll be people in my hotel room. When I get to my hotel room, nobody is there. For me, it would be simple. Just pull the person outside, have the full conversation outside. If they're not blocking the door, I wouldn't feel uncomfortable. It would just be like, okay, let's have this conversation. That's why I think it was Gizelle really looking to do something for the sake of the show, and again, at the expense of somebody's marriage. That's just honestly how I feel. In a real situation, I mean, and we're going to get into this, there are situations where husbands and wives have friends and things happen and uncomfortable moments happen, like Apollo letting his digits slip all around Kenya's derriere. But yeah, I do think that Candace does cry a lot. In all fairness, she does pull out that tissue a lot. She is a very sensitive person, and there are times that I think Candace goes too far, or her reactions are extremely visceral. But even with that said, I don't mind that she had a visceral reaction to somebody trying to destroy her husband. Like, the Me Too movement is real. And once you have housewives will either call your husband gay, an abuser, and people run with that because housewives reach millions of people. The audience is insane. So I don't fault Candace for defending her marriage, especially against somebody who experienced what Gizelle went through, because I'll give her, life is really subjective. How you view the world has a lot to do with what you have been through in life. And I really do think, in Gizelle's defense, what she experienced with Jamal is probably a large part of why she behaves the way that she behaves. But yeah, the link has been dropped. We'll finish up with Gizelle. We're going to move on to Phaedra. Again, if you're just arriving in the room, we got almost 250 people in here. Let's get to 200 likes. And if you're just getting in the room, I thank you for being part of my 20K celebration. It means the world to me that I have reached 20K on YouTube. It is not something that I thought that I would be able to achieve in about a year and a half. It means the world to me that you guys choose to spend time with me. What's up, Danielle? What's up, Cotty?
Hey.
Welcome to the party. I wish I could play some music. I really want to play my favorite song,
Jesus.
"Do You Love Him" by Countess Vaughn, also known as Wifey.
What? How old is that song?
You haven't heard the song?
Never.
No.
Maybe I'll do a
Is it
short
Countess
dancing
Vaughn
to it.
wait, is it Countess Vaughn from 227 with the little Jerry curl bush, or is it Countess Vaughn from Brandy when she said, "My mama just said it's baby fat," and they like, "No, it's just fat, baby." Which Countess Vaughn is it?
It's Countess from Hollywood Divas.
Oh, that's way old Countess Vaughn.
See, people know. Do you love him? I want to know. Do you?
So wait, can I clear up my
And
question?
don't you forget it. Huh? That's how she's saying.
Can I clear up my question real quick? Because my question didn't come through properly.
Okay,
And not taking up for Gizelle. I know everyone hates Gizelle. I don't
hate her.
I'm not talking about you, but the masses hate Gizelle. And I'm not taking up. I was just thinking about it as you were talking. When I was saying, when she went to Candace and told Candace about Chris, do you think it would have been received better if she had Candace and Chris together and said, "Hey, even though it happened last year, this is how I felt"? Because remember, she's supposed to be their friend. He cooked for them, and her and Robin, and she would go over there and hang out, and she would always have some kind of comment about his brown eggplant and all the other good stuff. So I feel like they really did have a friendship to the point where he felt comfortable enough to say, "Hey, Gizelle, I need to talk to you." But after the fact, when she came to Candace and told Candace, would it have been received a little bit better had she sat them down together and said it? I agree that she should have said something back then when it actually happened, but we know Gizelle, she needed a story. She waited for the moment. Could it have been received better if she had done it together since they were supposed to be friends? That was what I was asking.
I think that if you felt a little weird, then the best thing to do would be to go to Candace and be like, "Hey, or go to Candace with Chris and say, "Hey, we were in this room or whatever. Nobody was there."
You're still taking it to when it happened. I'm talking about when she actually came to Candace and told Candace. She told Candace about Chris being around. Should she have told them together?
I'm trying to put myself. I'm a 51-year-old woman who felt uncomfortable. I'm going to. No, because okay. So we got to be serious here. There are actual victims that don't come forward. I just don't feel that that's the case with Gizelle. At 51 years old, she could have picked up the phone the next day and say, "Hey, Candace, I had a little moment with Chris off camera. It was a little uncomfortable for me. I don't know how he felt about it, but I just don't want that to happen again, and you're done." This was contrived for a storyline.
Yes, we know that part. And
I don't think it would have been received. I think it would have been received better from Candace because it would have been off camera. Chris doesn't need to be there. If your friend's husband, Danielle, does something to you, you don't want to sit down or makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't need to sit down with both of them. You need to sit down with your girlfriend and say, "Hey, this happened and I just didn't like it."
Me personally, all of my girlfriends' husbands are my friends as well. So I would have told them both personally.
Hopefully that never happens to you.
Say it again. Well, hopefully it doesn't.
If I had a friend of mine come up to me and told me a story about how my husband did absolutely nothing to you, some type of way, I would have been like, "B-word, if you don't get the heck away from me with that nonsense. He is not responsible for your feelings. Work it out, baby."
It would have been even worse when I saw the show and you were making it seem like he was doing something malicious purposefully, right? So it's
Sneaky
not just
link.
that y'all was it was a sneaky link, and he waited until Kai left, and he knew everyone was out of my room as if he was planning to do something with her. And what she was trying to do was rely on her pretty. Because she's pretty, everyone is going to believe that Chris, because of course he wants to sleep with Gizelle because she's pretty with green eyes.
She certainly think everybody want her.
Congratulations, Mims, for the 20K.
Thank you. I was going to call you, but you were live.
I literally was getting ready to put some ads on my video, and I was like, I didn't know, Mims. Well, you didn't even tell me you was going live.
You were live. What was that? Gabor will have like a now 2, 3, 4, 5 hour live.
I'm stopping that today. Mark my words. I'm stopping it. I can't do it.
Live.
But
Thank
I haven't
you,
been to the
nobody.
gym this week. That's why.
Somebody pointed out it was literally me, you, Jolene, and Busy on my first live. Cotty, were you there?
It was your first live. It was me, you, Cotty, and Shan.
I think I probably was there.
And Busy.
It was, and I didn't want to do it. I was so nervous. I didn't know how to work StreamYard. I was like, my sound was off. Everything was off. And Gabor was like, no, we're here now.
I mean, it can be a little like bring a little anxiety. I mean, you
It was
doing that in front of a lot of people, you know, especially for the first time. It's yeah.
Nah, she was a showstopper. Show stopping. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I used to love that song.
Me too.
Bendy King.
I mean, I agree. I think Gizelle
Thank
is
you,
pretty,
guys.
but I mean, she ain't drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree.
You and Karma, you gotta like throw bows around here.
I
know y'all aren't shy.
I'm too polite in our ways. It's just the way we act, we wait. No, Gabor, are you going to help Mims take down his Christmas tree? Help a friend out.
Mims did not ask me. Mims did not ask me to help him take down that Christmas tree.
Wait, why was I was like showing Gabor the house. Why was I like putting extra emphasis on the Christmas tree? And Gabor was like, yeah.
He's lying.
Giselle, I think
he was
Giselle,
not impressed with my Christmas tree.
Giselle's just like pretty green eyes laced with lies. When is she going to have her actual own story? What isn't bitter about men and pulling men apart? She's like proper evil. She's like out of one of those like Disney films, like the villainess, isn't she, against something? I'm just like, Giselle, you're doing too much. And she's like, Giselle, get it together.
Oh, Danielle, you're like a star. Shane was like, and Danielle was on your panel, and I loved all her points. I was like, I've been knowing Danielle.
Shane is my Canadian boo.
Q, where are you at? You are never quiet. Never.
Well, I want everybody to talk. You know, I gotta get my thoughts together before I come on your channel to make sure.
What's good, Q?
What's going on?
Nothing
First of all,
much.
congratulations on 20.
Thank you.
20K. Big ups to you. Every time I get up, you got a video up. So I said it's hard work. So Gizelle Water Ankles Bryant. She's the only housewife that I know that's concerned about everybody's relationship. She's concerned about what Chris is doing. She's concerned about what Eddie doing. She's concerned about what Ray doing, but she wasn't concerned about what Jamal was doing. She's not concerned about what Juan doing. She's not concerned about what her husband Robin's doing. But she always got something to say. I think she sits around every season to figure out who she's going to take down next. And I don't understand how Candace did not think that Gizelle was not going to come for her next. She attacked Monique. She attacked Monique's marriage. She attacked Wendy's marriage. Whose marriage was left? She already attacked Karen's marriage. Whose marriage was left? She's not going to attack Robin and Juan. So Candace is next. So I don't get, and I also don't understand why Candace has not gone in on her. Candace has gone in on everybody else to the point where we couldn't stand Candace. But for some reason, unless she's going to wait to the reunion, for some reason she's taking it easy on Gizelle, and I don't understand why. The only person who goes in, whether people like her or don't like her, is Karen. Karen's the only one who goes in on Gizelle. Everybody else gives Wendy tried to do it, but everybody else gives Gizelle it's almost like if Giselle's the boss and they're scared to say something to her because they like. Remember when Shawnee was on Basketball Wives and everybody like they couldn't say nothing to Shawnee, but if you want to get in there, go after her. I don't get it.
I think I can answer that question.
Me too.
I know why.
If we as the viewer went extremely hard on Candace for the way she goes in, it's incredibly smart of her to not take it to such a dark place with Gizelle. You let Gizelle, like, I don't want to say that word because we talked. You let Gizelle mess herself up, basically. I was gonna use but let Gizelle
Is she messing herself up? Because nobody, like, she gets away with it every season, and nobody has really dug in her.
Yes, but let's not let Candace be that person. Wendy did last season, right? Let Candace like slide this time. Let people see Candace for who she is. You know, everything that she says she's gonna do, it comes to fruition. If she were to like really go at Gizelle, that allows Gizelle to now play victim. Oh my God, I can't believe she said that. She just makes a few comments. People say she's body shaming and stuff like that. It's not really, we know Candace can DEATH on people. So talking about Giselle's neck is like light for her. But somebody else wanted to go.
I'll let the lady go first.
I was going to take the business political aspect of it. Candace recognized that Giselle's an OG and that she is a Bravo favorite. Not maybe a fan favorite, but a Bravo favorite. And we don't know really, we know Monique left on her own accord, but we don't know what happened behind the scenes. Meaning, Candace still need a paycheck. She ain't going to go on Gizelle. Giselle's a Bravo favorite. She need to check. She's trying to promote her career and grow her career, and it ain't time for her to go. So she's not gonna mess up this platform just yet. Before she might do it when she's ready to go. When she's gotten to a place in her career where she's like, you know what, I don't need Bravo no more. That's probably when Candace is gonna go on Gizelle.
Oh, thanks, really, B. Sorry,
the thing is though, I don't want Gizelle to lead the show, but I just want somebody to go in on her one.
Oh, Gizelle not going nowhere.
I think Gizelle should have a spin-off with Pastor Jamal finding his kids. It'll last like 20 seasons. Is that many? It'll be good to get used to the family. What it is, I know why Candace is doing what she's doing. She's learned from the last 2 seasons overreacting isn't looking good on her and how she reacts. And I thought she did it really classy this season. And she was in control for once and doing it right. And I thought, yes, come on, Alexis Carrington. Then she has her singing career, and the one thing what artists do not want is bad publicity when it comes to the singing careers. They have to be squeaky clean, so she has to have an image as well. And the way she's doing it very clever and controlling, where she's looking 10 times better than what these women are looking like. The way she's handling it this season, and I take my hat off to her because this is a U-turn for Candy Ass. She is acting like a lady now, which is better.
That's a very good point, because remember last year on the reunion, Andy even said to Candace, I'm waking up to DMs and tweets of people thinking you should be fired. So this is the point with this music career. No record company wants to deal with someone who's already getting bad publicity on another platform. So Candace being a little not humble, just a little quiet this season. I'm telling y'all, she's trying to build up the outside career, the career outside of Bravo. And once she feels like that's strong enough, she's gonna go off.
Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit, guys. This was supposed to be my live from last night, but as Cody and Shane know, I left I didn't have my charger, so my computer was gonna die.
You didn't have your red cup filled up last night. That's why you ain't.
No, I didn't have I didn't have my charger, so I couldn't charge my laptop, and it was dying. But I want to send a special apology out to all of the women who I gave the prison bays information to. If you didn't watch my video about the new prison bay, his name is Josh, but I had to do my research. I gave the ladies, because he's not interested in the fellas, his information. But Josh was actually a lifer. He did in the first degree with the life sentence, and then he did something else for another 10 years. So ladies, if you are interested in communicating with him, he is available. He likes to work out.
He's the size of a Tonka toy. Don't nobody want to play with him.
I was just gonna say, how tall is this man?
I seen the other prison bae at the Beverly Center one day using that billionaire's card.
Meek?
Yes.
Yes, he was using her black now. He was using her black card. I seen him at the Beverly Center.
I'm sure he like the guys now. He in there for life, so I'm sure he like the guys now.
Exactly. I just got to get used to the men behind bars. Maybe if they stick a wig on a guy, you'll think it's a woman. I don't know.
Well, Mims, I don't know if you know, but I mean, they got a new girl. They got a new couple, a new married couple out there named Monique and Derek. Apparently, Derek just got out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
you're talking about the one from your live, Love After Love?
Yes.
Yeah. And he spent $500 on her credit card for some food.
Oh no!
But she paid it like a fool.
Y'all got it going on.
Y'all, we got like 250 people. I don't know where we are on likes, but let's get to 250 likes.
We got 192 likes.
We're not even at 200. Y'all, it's a celebration. Y'all just have to hit the like button. So while we're talking about prison bays, let's move on over because I did a video on Apollo and his new wife.
Who's that?
That's Kenya. What do you mean, who's that?
Sadly, I would like to see Apollo and Kenya together.
Really?
Yeah.
Kenya don't give me that type of girl.
Yeah.
But listen, if Kenya had never met Mark and Phaedra had been honest with herself about her play marriage, I really would have liked to see Apollo, because I think Kenya would have been woman enough to clean Apollo up where he wouldn't keep doing them fake white collar crimes and went back to jail. I thought they were I think they're cute together, and that's her type. She has a type. Yeah, I would have liked to see them together.
Well, you're right. You know, when they was in Mexico, Apollo said that they go together. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we make sense together. Our physicalities, you know, we go together. Remember in Mexico when they was having cigars?
Yep.
And she got on here for lying.
I think Kenya with like a businessman or something. I don't see her with no man in and out of jail. She don't give me that.
But that's just it.
Why does a woman gotta clean up a man?
Exactly. You can't clean up another adult. Like he's grown. He got to do that himself.
Well, she did with the trainer. He was breaking her cameras and stuff, and she was trying to, change him.
Was she trying to change him, or is it that she didn't know he was like that? They didn't date that long.
Well, I mean, they were having sex in his Durango because she didn't want to let him in the car.
At that point, she was terrified.
I mean, but that was her man.
I am tired of you with this virgin stuff.
That was her man. She was doing it with her man. Is that cheap?
But if you don't trust your man in your house, you don't need to trust him in his car.
But, I mean, if that's what she got hot at, I mean,
I think that what
he was in her house.
She probably lost her feeling trying to go back in the house and get in the bed.
She didn't know he was that way. When she found out that he was that way, she broke up with him. Like, it happened.
Yeah, he was in her house when he put that towel on and he ain't had no print. He was in her house.
No print. Repeat that. Print.
What kind of print? What kind of print you talking about?
No eggplant.
Oh, I seen the print when he was running track, and a picture with him. He was running track, and he had a print.
Y'all need to stop because y'all know some men are showers and some are growers, and it ain't got nothing to do with the actual size.
Did Kenya have like a back roll on there, Miss America, on that bikini shot?
Did she have a what?
A back roll.
Oh, stop it! Now Kenya is like in my eyes, the most beautiful housewife that there ever was.
Oh,
Kenya is that girl.
The most beautiful.
The most
beautiful. USA. I mean, I don't think it's kind of
Kenya's beautiful,
but hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't think it's fair to compare a regular woman who has lived a normal life that's not based on her looks to a former Miss USA. I really don't even think that that's not a fair comparison.
I mean, but beauty is beauty.
Surgery, like that's not fair either, because Kenya's clearly had plastic surgery.
But beauty is
and she's still got a back roll.
She might have had some Botox. I don't know about plastic surgery.
Okay, so one, we know that she has had her butt augmented, and we also
has she admitted to that, Danielle?
She doesn't have to.
No, but she had.
Well, how do we know that's true?
Because me, who was born with a booty, I can tell.
I'm only joking, Danielle.
But she had a breast reduction on the show. We saw the plastic surgery, so
I've loved Kenya way back when she was on Girlfriends as William's girlfriend. Like, oh, I've been with her. Let's go back to her Miss America, Miss US, whatever the thing is, and let's look at the fact my girl been wearing contacts. Kenya is a beautiful woman, but let's not act. To her point, we can't compare Kenya to a regular woman.
Wow.
But
Sure we can. She is literally a former Miss USA.
That
So
part.
there's a lot of beautiful women who could be.
Yeah, but that I don't understand the logic that we can't compare. I mean, Kenya is a beautiful. Kenya was a woman who was born from a man and a woman, just like everybody else.
Right.
Exactly.
But I think
But
that there are
she's pretty, and she's not a beauty pageant.
There are people who just look like regular average people, and then there are people that look like beauty queens and supermodels.
Okay.
Okay.
Every gorgeous
But
woman
what-
is a beauty queen. So that doesn't. What does that
compare
mean?
her to this average woman? Is
But who's
is
average on the show? Who's average on the show that we comparing her to?
Well, I guess.
But he said all of the housewives overall. He wasn't talking about just the particular people on the show. He was saying overall the whole housewives.
On the
Most
show,
of
the
those
show,
women
right?
are not beauty queens or models. They're not.
But y'all know when Mims get quiet, he pulling up some pictures or something. Y'all got to watch him.
I think Gertie in Miami is stunning.
Ooh.
Like, if you're going to go in all the franchises, have you seen the face what Gabor pulled up before? She's stunning.
Yeah, Gertie is beautiful to me.
Oh, Gertie is beautiful. Yes.
She's got that perfect face shape.
The perfect what?
Face shape.
Oh, face.
Face
Yeah.
shape. Yeah.
Face shape. I thought you said fishnet, child. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's just my accent.
Oh, I'm here.
You're on mute, Mims. You muted yourself, Mims.
Kenya, thanks so much for the super chat, Trent. He says Kenya effing Matt didn't revitalize him.
That's
I'm glad that she got away from Matt. I read the police report. With her and Matt, and they said that they tried to tase Matt, and Matt pulled their taser off and ran in the woods.
Wait, no, that wasn't her and Matt. That was somebody else that he had attacked. And
I know, but I'm just saying that I'm glad she got away from him, because if a man pull off a taser and run in the woods, I mean, that's a mad dog.
What about when Peter was in that studio and he attacked Peter, and it took like 4 men to get him off Peter, and Peter had to pull that blade, and he still, even with the blade pulled, Matt still went at him.
Well, Matt was fighting a woman.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't think that Kenya was trying to change Matt. I think she was trying to get to know Matt, and when she got to know him, she saw what it was and she left him alone. I don't think we should label her as trying to change this man. I don't think that that's what she was trying to do at all.
I think she just needed a man for the show.
Well, I read she's dating a rich white man now for the new season of Housewives.
She might keep
Can we talk about when we say we're trying to change men? I don't think that anyone is literally trying to change anyone. I'm a praying Christian woman, and I just believe that God put people in your life for a reason and a season. And if your reason for that person being in your life is to help elevate them, and then they go on to the next one, then that's what it is.
Or vice versa. I agree. It's not about I have to change him, but yeah, if I could help them or they could help me. People are supposed to make your lives better.
Yeah.
So if that happens, that's a good thing.
And like with Kenya and Matt was a little younger, so Kenya was like, okay, I'm a Hollywood person. Let me just show you some finer things. Let me grow you up a little bit. Let me just show you around.
Well, where did you guys see that? I don't see that Kenya was trying to change this man. I think she was just dating this man and trying to get to know him, and in getting to know him, he was a bad guy, and she broke. That's what dating is, and she broke up with him.
I think Gabor said she was doing it for the show.
Yeah, I don't think that was real at all.
She liked him at first.
No,
I think that
everybody up until Mark, she was doing it for the show.
Yeah, I think that when she had, because he was her trainer in like season 8. Remember, for a brief time, he started off as her trainer on the show. She went to the gym with somebody, and he was the trainer at the gym, and he was kind of flirting with her. And all of a sudden, she needed a date to go to Jamaica for the commercial that Cynthia was shooting.
Yes, the commercial.
And she brought him with him. Yeah, she brought him to the commercial because he got into it with Peter there at the commercial.
Yeah, she was just doing it for it. She was just doing it to have some backup on the show. That was all. And he even came to the reunion.
I have a theory on Gizelle, if it's okay.
Sure.
What I think.
Welcome. Well, hold on, really quick, Flo. Welcome to the channel. I don't think you've
Hi
called in
guys.
before, right?
Hi, Flo.
I changed my name. Gabor, I just want to say I love the way you say hello to people. It just makes it seem like, we're all your friends. And Mims,
Yeah,
I'm your best friend. So
I'm his friend, but he didn't help me take down my Christmas tree.
Did I help you put it up? Did I help you put it up? That's how people do. They want to get you to their house and work you.
And I bet you he wasn't gonna feed you either.
He did feed me now.
I did feed it. Yeah, we tried shrimp and grits.
Oh, you was supposed to take the tree down then. If you fed
He
him.
didn't. He didn't ask me to take down no tree.
No, I didn't ask him to take down.
But he did treat me to shrimp and grits though for my first time, and it was pretty good.
I just want to say what Gizelle did was so egregious because if you look at what Kenya and Apollo literally wanted Kenya. Kenya could have said at any time, Phaedra, your man wants me. He's a sneaky link. And even she didn't cross that line with evidence. And Gizelle made up that rumor with no evidence. And I just think that shows like she's crossing lines that even other housewives wouldn't dare.
I mean, yeah, I think that's fair.
Despicable.
I think that
go ahead.
I think that people feel like I give Gizelle a hard time. I'm a critical thinker. And so when I watch these shows, especially in present day with what we know now, I'm probably more cognizant of, fuck shit. I don't know how else to say it. And attacking somebody's marriage is never okay. And I didn't like it when Kenya did it to Kim Fields or, alleging that her husband was gay. I didn't like it how so many of the men on RHOA got alleged that they were gay. I don't like it when you make up rumors. We all know that All About the Tea made up several rumors about Gizelle and Sing Sing. I didn't like it when Karen did it. All About the Tea made up the rumors about Eddie. I didn't like that. And so to bring those to the show, it's like you could dislike Wendy because you didn't like that, her hair came to her sideburn. Okay, fine. That's something stupid. That's something the housewives might do. But to try to destroy a happy marriage with 3 small children, that's just not cool.
Okay, so for my knowledge, are you saying the lady at the law firm was made up by the tea place?
That's a fact, baby. That's a fact.
I didn't. I had no clue. So when Gizelle brought up, I was like, well, I thought people didn't know that.
That's a bona fide fact. So the story came out that was supposed to be a white woman that he had messed with at his job and got pregnant. We never seen a pregnancy test, never seen a white woman, none of that. But I knew it wasn't true because it was just stories coming out every week about the people on the cast from over there. There was stories coming out every week. If y'all remember, it was all of a sudden Wendy was $3 million in debt for going to school, and it was all kind of stories every week. I'm like, oh my god,
house, all kind of crazy stuff.
But now I do believe the story. Now the stories about Chrissy, Kim Fields' husband, Chrissy, I do believe those stories now.
But in all fairness, nobody liked when they talked about Mark's nose ring. Or called him dainty.
Who didn't like that?
I didn't like it. I mean,
Kenya didn't like it.
I thought
it was funny.
I didn't like the nose ring.
Well, no, I'm just saying, if you can do it with Chrissy, you can. The nose ring is fair game.
Well, everybody on
I'm a Kenya fan.
Everybody on Housewives now, they just go at it's not the show is not as fun as it used to be. Everybody attacking marriages. Like it used to be like you said, stuff back in the day. Now it's like, who am I going to attack? I'm going to hit below the belt as much as I can so I get as much controversy on me. That's what
that's what the girls give me at Potomac. They thirsty and they'll do anything for a check. They'll do anything to get on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These are a whole bunch of never wases, and they came up. They put a show over there, and they just doing what they got to do to get on. They bottom feeders
because Gizelle. Because if you really
everybody
dig into Gizelle. If you dig into Gizelle's background, her and Jamal's background, it's very easy to figure out what kind of life they lived when they was out here in Baltimore.
Bottom feeder like Vivica or like Dwayne Wade?
I'm just saying they thirsty. All of them thirsty. They ready for a climb up.
All the housewives started as bottom feeders because we didn't know really any of them. We didn't know anybody in Jersey. We didn't know anybody when Atlanta started. So
Robin still is a bottom.
But I understand what Gabor is saying.
But they all almost had something going on. These girls really
Yeah.
had nothing going on.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on. I got a super chat I got to read. It says, Trent, again, thank you so much for the super chat, Trent. I appreciate it. Again, Trent is famous. If you ever look at a housewife on YouTube's like little short clips that Bravo puts out, Trent will be in there reading people down. He says, has anyone seen Kenya's rich white man? Is it Nene in her Trump wig? Now,
what is the man's name, Trent?
We have not seen the man, but it could very well be Nene in the wig. I don't know.
Let me
While
see if
we're
I
there,
can find the man.
While we're there, let's move on.
Somebody had the picture up.
Let's move on to Phaedra and her doctor. So, has anybody seen a picture of Phaedra's doctor yet?
Doogie Howser is going on.
Phaedra, okay, because I definitely want to bring this up. Phaedra is very strategic and she's smart. When she first left the housewife, if she ever gave an interview, she always said that, oh, bye, Flo girl. She always said, oh, I don't want to be on the show anymore. Oh, I don't have time for that. But every time anybody called her for an interview, anytime they called her for like a girls trip, she was quick on it. So, and she utilized who she dated to get attention. Now, we had to see her with this Medina dude who we found out was actually with one of Claudia's friends a few days earlier, but Phaedra was repping him hard. She did marriage boot camp with this guy who also dated Claudia. And it's like, everything is strategic. Why have we not seen anything about this doctor? It's because Phaedra probably had it in her mind to go to Married to Medicine. That's what I'm thinking.
I think she should go
I don't think that.
I think she should go back to rhoa, and if Candy don't like it, Candy can just leave. What does she bring to rhoa? She brings nothing. The goat singer brings nothing. She can't even get on with her bandmates, let alone the housewives. I know
she don't bring nothing.
I don't think it's Candy though. I think it's that they don't have the budget because they got too many housewives over there.
Yeah, and they paying them a lot.
It's both.
Well, you do know that the curbs talk and the streets listen. I mean, the streets talk and the curbs listen. I heard that Phaedra's salary requirements were too high in addition to the Candy thing. But Carlos King let us know that they were in talks with Phaedra for the last few years. So that does lead me to believe that both of the things that I heard were true.
But shout out to Phaedra. Shout out to Phaedra for not lowering her standards, though, and knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? Because if I put a number out there and y'all can't meet it, a lot of girls would have caved in and said, "Okay, well, just give me the 50,000." You know what I'm saying? But she said, "No, you paying me what I want."
But you could look at it another way, Gabor. Look at what Quad did. Quad really wasn't bringing what she should have been bringing to Married to Medicine. So they gave her a friend of role. They didn't really film with her for the first few episodes, and they were able to see that she was a necessity. She completed the year as a friend, got a lot of camera time, and came back and got a raise. So you can play the game different ways. Phaedra, Bravo loves her. That's why they have her on Ultimate Girls Trip twice.
Yeah, true.
But
the thing about Candy though is, and I like Candy because she a Taurus, I'm a Taurus. But if you
I
can
miss Phaedra being a black woman. This was the Phaedra that I know. Just FYI.
if Candy can sit down with Portia and Nene can sit down with Kim and Kenya and all these people, why can't Phaedra come back on the show? Like you making it like it's almost like, well, if Phaedra comes back, I'm gonna leave. Like, okay, then leave. Like, bye.
In my opinion, I understand what you're saying. To me, Phaedra could have did whatever she wanted to behind the scenes, but Portia is the one who said it on camera, and Portia is the one I would have held accountable.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought that up because there was words of wisdom and in early Portia that I don't think Portia really. I don't know. It's just Portia.
Well, you guys, what is Phaedra going to do on this show without Candy and Portia being on there?
That part.
Like I said, I want Phaedra to really hold the girls to the fire over here on Married to Medicine.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I want them to call out Jackie. Jackie think that she's the second coming of God. She even said it. You know what I'm saying? But I want her to call Dr. Jackie out. Dr. Jackie never eats Every time they have a buffet, if you watch Dr. Jackie play, she either bring in 2 pieces of asparagus, 2 pieces of broccoli. She bring in some a fistful of spinach, but she never really eats nothing.
Not a fistful of spinach.
And she's always
She does.
She's always judging somebody. And I think behind the scenes, Jackie's the real messy one.
Can
I like
was
Jackie.
thinking, can Bravo not split Phaedra? Ask her to go to Dubai, because I know one of the housewives from the UK one, Dawn Ward's going, and she's like fierce really bad, like vulture. I think if her and Phaedra got together, it would flip it upside down. I really do. I think she should do Dubai and also do these housewife trips, because she's good on them. And like the Married to Medicine. I've never watched it, so I don't know what that one's like. But why can't you just split up and get them double the money if she's doing all these different shows?
Well, remember on the Dubai show, she said she was thinking about moving to Dubai. I guess she was faking us once again, trying to pretend like she was actually going to.
Girl, she was over there talking about
right.
lost business.
Isn't that what they always do on these shows? Pretend to be friends with somebody so they can come on and.
But that's
I mean, that's what they.
But
do.
that's the formula, Cardi, that I think is failing. It's like,
oh, I do too.
Y'all are just literally putting these people together. It's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't authentic, don't nobody want to watch it.
And that's why I feel like after 10 seasons of any city, unless you still have the original set of friends, the show after 10 seasons, because once you start trying to fill people in and start to create these friend groups, it always fails and they get into dark spaces because they're no longer. The reason why Karen and Gizelle can always kiss and make up, because there was a friendship before the cameras. So I just feel like.
But I think if you have enough money, it all. If you are Kathy Hilton and you are getting wrapped, I can't say it enough. Her getting wrapped up in curtains was the full scene. Her making people eat caviar in a baked potato. That's the most salty, nasty stuff. A full scene. Nene not being invited into a party, a full scene. These shows can succeed with minimal drama as long as it's real. You know what I mean?
The real drama is the caviar with some goat cheese and a pork rind. That's been my latest snack. Pork rind, goat cheese, and caviar. Chef's kiss.
Why can't we? If they can bring Phaedra back, why can't they bring Mariah back to Married to Medicine? Because that's what Married to Medicine is missing.
Yeah, I like the Mariah.
You sue the company, it's hard for them to.
I mean, but they still show her in scenes. Her name still pop up as an executive producer, and he don't mention Nene's name ever, but he mentions Mariah's name. So I feel like there's a little bit of hope.
Mariah actually won her case, though.
Yep.
But I have a question for the people who feel that Gizelle is essential on Potomac. Is it just the familiarity of her being there? Because I really don't see anything that she's adding. And people keep saying that this is about a marriage, but to be honest, if Candace and Chris broke up tomorrow, this would still follow Chris. Like, this is like a Me Too thing at this point.
Well, Giselle's the pot stare. She stares the pot. She gets everything started.
But that's the thing,
it's not organic though.
Yeah, it's not organic. That's the difference between Atlanta in their heyday and the shows now. When those girls didn't get along, they had to eat together, and the beef will get started off by just sitting at the table shading each other. You know what I'm saying? You look at what she got on. You know what I'm saying? We over here on our group, on our end of the table, laughing at them, and we ask what's going on. They gotta plan the stuff. Was how to start the beef. All right, Sharice, we gonna say what happened. Well, Karen said this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not organic. You got to let it happen organically so it can be real beef.
That's not how you pronounce that. Nene says organic.
Organic.
Well, I feel like it's not happening organically because they're out of storylines.
Do you think in the housewife?
And I think that's what it is.
Do you think the housewife series should have like a 5-year period? Then you bring new people in to give them time off so they can get the stories together and keep filtering them in that way, instead of it being like a decade, because they haven't moved on really. They're still stuck in the same circle and they haven't done anything new or different, if you know what I mean.
No, they should be glowing up like Karen. Karen has progressively changed and got better. If you're smart, you will consistently elevate. So I love to see that in people like Karen. Wendy already was accomplished, but now she feels herself. She feels beautiful. She's, she feels vivacious. I love seeing the glow up. Her everything about her has changed and it's grown up, and you can see it in her in the way that she walks. She used to saunter. Now she walks with her head.
But she ought to keep her head all the way down because she's fake. She threw an event that really was a drag show, and she didn't really do anything. She just basically put her name on the flyer and had a drag show.
Exactly. She was like the
say that-
second co-host.
I'm so glad I did not spend the $75 plus tax on Karen's show, because I would have been hot set to go to that show and Karen just sit there as the MC.
That was Jasmine Master's show.
Exactly.
Wendy
But
is
the thing is, I really
born though.
feel that these people are out of stories, and I just kind of feel like maybe this show was not casted well. I think that's
It's just time for a refresh. It's just time for a refresh.
And I also, what I see, I agree with what Trent said. Gizelle is genuinely funny and entertaining to me. Who else is going to keep the show going? But you can see Gizelle get scared. Gizelle was scared when Wendy had asked her the second time. You remember when Mia had told Gizelle? Remember when Mia had told Gizelle that she said that she was a weak,
Yeah.
AB, and Wendy had asked Gizelle about it. Gizelle was scared. And she was like, I did not say that. Time out, Mia, time out. See, she's scared. She wouldn't play with those girls. That's why they wanted Monique out of there, because they go too far. And if they was on the show with some girls like Portia and Nene them, they wouldn't be that messy like that, because they'll be scared.
She was scared of Katie. Katie went to her and was like, this will never happen again. You understand that? Are you listening to me? Don't ever do that again to me. And Gizelle had nothing to say.
She was scared.
And even when Charisse told her, don't let the zip code fool you. Charisse told her that in season 2 when she was saying that she was with the fireman.
This is
why yet another marriage she was coming for.
I think the problem with Gizelle is that she is not that girl. And I think for you to get away with that on these shows, you kind of got to be that girl. And what I mean by, you got to be rich. You got to be throwing the good parties. You got to have the fashions. Then you can come on here and be messy and do all that.
But Nene wasn't rich, and she had us cracking up. And
Nene had the personality naturally.
Right.
Gizelle does not have the personality that Nene has. And that's the thing. These people do not have the personality, and they don't have an interesting social life. I just kind of feel like this show was very. Is this a miscast, and they need to shake up the cast, or either they need to move to another city.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about Gizelle.
Honestly, Gizelle is actually funny, but this, and I can't even say this area because none of them are really from here. But this is not. We're not the type of people that want to air our laundry out. That's just not what we do. It's just it's not what we do. We'll keep our dirty laundry in the house, and we're not doing it. And yeah, but Gizelle, to me, Gizelle is actually funny. I was watching some old interviews of her on YouTube early on the Breakfast Club and stuff. She actually has a sense of humor. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and everyone's not going to get the jokes. But to your point, she doesn't. And honestly, let's call a spade a spade. None of the girls in Potomac really have fashions. Let's be real. And none of them.
Karen have it every now and then. She'll have a moment every now and then. She'll have like 3 moments a season.
I tell you who looked the best this season on Potomac when they went to Miami in that mayor's house, and Jacqueline came walking down in that yellow bathing suit with the long shoulder thing. She's the one what looked on point there, like the most fashionable one. I've got to say that. The thing
about Gizelle, though, Giselle's always been this person. She was this person when she was in college. She was this person when she was the first lady. She's always like, there's plenty of stories about them down here, and in Baltimore about Jamal and Gizelle. Gizelle has always there has not been any growth. So what y'all see now is the same Gizelle. Nothing about her has changed except for she's on TV now.
That's the only thing. That's the always care about her.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, when we watch these shows and people have been on here this long, we're used to seeing them grow. And that's the reality. Like, we went from, even if you look at OC, like Vicky was not rich like that when she got on OC at all. You
Well,
know,
no,
we used to
Vicky was the one who was actually grinding, had
No,
purchased
she
a
was working. She
mansion.
was a working woman. A lot of them other women just had like rich husbands and stuff.
Yeah,
She
but
was
she was
working and had a real actual job.
her real
Then
actual job afforded her a real actual mansion and everything else that she had. I
no,
love seeing Vicky.
Vicky actually was one of them people that bought her house back in the day, and her house became worth like millions of dollars. She
It
glowed
was
up on
still
the
in a
show.
gated community.
No,
I
but
mean, I
what I'm
watched
saying
it
is
from
Vicky
episode
came
1.
up on that show. She
But
progressed
she did
during the
progress,
time that
but
she was on that show.
she did progress. But when
Yeah.
it was still her business that she was working in her own office. And to your point, because she had now had the Bravo platform, it made her business grow to where she had to go get the office. That's when she had the son
That's
come.
what I meant. Yeah.
But
Vicky
Vicky
was
did
not
have,
broke.
to
No.
M's point, she was in that gated community that was very not for
Affluent.
everyone, and you had to be of a certain breed to get in there. Because remember, the OC piggybacks off of the real show Orange County that used to come off of Fox 5, which was all falling back onto Laguna Beach, which was really
Yeah.
just the parents of all of that. So Vicky
Yeah,
had
it was supposed to be like the parents of Laguna Beach, basically. But Vicky is one of those people that bought her house back in the day when it was cheap. Because I remember they had a whole storyline about this. And she was gonna sell that house and get the money out of it. And she said, no, because I will never be able to afford a house like this again if I sell this house. And she backed out at the last minute. And she been coming up ever since.
I wanted to bring this up. I definitely want to bring this up because I saw this, and I just want your opinions because we're talking Phaedra now in present day.
Authentic
Keep
heart.
pulling pictures.
If somebody is a fake friend once, they always gonna be a fake friend. Let's have Phaedra speak because she's the one who told me that Candy said that. You said that?
And now they're cool again. And now Candy's cool again. So,
well, that goes back to my point. If
it's
she
not.
be cool with
They
Portia,
said, from what I'm
if she
hearing,
be cool with
it's not
Portia, why can't she be cool? Why can't Phaedra come back and they have a conversation? Because she had no problem sitting down, hanging out with Portia, going to Portia's wedding, having Portia do this and Portia do that. But you got such this dislike and this disdain for Phaedra.
No, this is why I don't believe it ever was Candy. I think they're right. I think it was money. I think they did not want to pay her. They wanted to give her a pay cut, and she didn't want to come back at a pay cut.
You could be onto something there.
Yeah.
But do you think that Phaedra don't want to answer to the questions? Because she never really answered the questions with Andy.
Thank you. How could you have a conversation with Phaedra? We didn't know her due date. We did not know she had Apollo over there paying the rent when she knew that it was all ill-gotten gains. And when he went to prison, she was mum's the word. Even though Apollo had told us that he paid the mortgage, she knew that he couldn't get that money legitimately, right? Why would the expectation be that everything that she has shown us on the show would change if they brought her back? And she even told Andy, when Andy said, well, Phaedra, why didn't you talk about your due date? She said, oh, I didn't owe y'all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't want her to come back. She does not give anything. I think I just don't understand what Phaedra is going to do with this particular cast if you take Candy out. What is she going to do?
Candy's not the star, but Candy's not the star of the show.
No, but what I'm saying is, but what is Phaedra going to do on this show?
She gonna lie.
Yeah,
she lie like she always did.
That's why she went over to
I
medicine.
think she was good on the show. I like it.
I freak you right, I will.
No, I mean, she was quick. It was kind of like Karen. Phaedra is quick-witted, even though some of the reads were rehearsed. Other things, she's very quick-witted. She's conniving. That makes for a good housewife. I think that the role she's going to play on Married to Medicine is going to be similar to the role that she played on Ultimate Girls Trip. She's going to come up with like funny slogans, or she's going to get other people to be the content, and she's going to be there to just make a face or, you know, throw out a smart line or be a confessional girl. That's it.
She gonna lie. She gonna lie just like Quad. They gonna both be liars. So
on the girls trip, Phaedra didn't give us much. I mean, I appreciated her on girls trip, and I think she's best on girls trip. And for me, she could stay on girls trip. Because when Brandy said, oh, her eyebrows told me she was gay, or whatever Brandy said, Phaedra's like, her eyebrows, like that's what we need. But we can keep it over there on girls trip, Phaedra, because to Nola's point, Phaedra is not going to give us anything about herself. And the only thing that Phaedra really gave us on rhoa was when her and Kenya would go at it, and she told Kenya she had to go to the sperm bank and rah, 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 rah. Like those were the funny moments. We're not gonna get all that. Kenya, yes, it was rehearsed, but we got it. It was funny though.
It
But
was just
Kenya's in a new place now, so Kenya not even gonna give her that same energy that she was giving back then. So Phaedra can stay on girls trips.
I definitely don't want. I don't want Eva back. And what I'm seeing from the girls trip is that they are using this as a stepping stone to see if they can recast the girls. Phaedra's gotten recast somewhere. That girl Taylor the woman Taylor got recast. I don't want to see it.
County.
I would not mind seeing Gretchen back on OC.
Yes.
Phaedra with Bravo, like I said in my video earlier, I'm cool with her because I want to see the dynamics change with the girls on Married to Medicine. I don't want Eva back. I don't think Eva brought anything to the show. It had nothing to do with her pregnancy and everything to do with we were expecting Eva the diva from Top Model, and that's just not that girl anymore.
That's been gone.
Camille is the ultimate person that I want to see back on Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. It's like it's without Camille and Vanderpump. I'm just like, what is going on?
She's trash.
They actually
Why is she trash, Gabor?
She's trash. She threw that drink in Eileen's face. She's trash.
Yeah,
I said Camille, not Brandy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Camille was that
no,
girl.
no,
and Mama could dance. Mama could dance. My mama will dance, baby. Mama will give you an 8 count.
Oh yeah, Camille, yes. Brandy, no. Now, do you guys think that Heather will go to Beverly Hills? Because I'm wondering. I'm hearing stuff.
Who's Heather?
Heather Dubrow.
Oh no.
She does live in Beverly Hills now. She lives in like I think it's like an $8 to $10 million penthouse.
They should have gave Shamari a second season on Housewives of Atlanta. I thought she did.
Yes, cute the country. Oh my God. When Marlo told her to call me another B and she leaned on that table and put her face right on her chin. Put her hand on her face and said the B word to Marlo. I said, oh my God.
And she said
promote
she
this girl.
Convicts who got a list.
And she outsung Candy. Remember, she outsung Candy.
That's not hard to do.
Oh yeah. Well, we know she can blow.
Every
I feel like
wants
if
a
she had got 2
woman.
seasons, she could have gotten 2 seasons.
Am I the only person who would like to see Faye Resnick on Beverly Hills though? With Camille?
She doesn't want to.
I know, but wouldn't it be great to get her on there with Camille?
I don't think that she want to get in that ring with Kyle like that because Kyle will turn on her if they get on the show.
I don't think that she really wants her husband to see what will come out about her. She could barely stand that they said that she was morally corrupt.
I know, but that was so funny. But oh God, I would like to see favorite.
Could you imagine your friend telling everybody that y'all was doing Brentwood hellos? Y'all was going into men's, jumping into men windows at night in Brentwood at night and giving them blowjobs. Could you imagine somebody telling your secrets in death?
But
you know what I'm saying?
So
let's just say they really did do that. You gonna wait till I'm dead and tell people that?
Exactly.
No wonder he offed her.
The odds are she was just saying something crazy for attention. The odds are that that's BS, and that's even worse.
But it just goes to show. It just goes to show that Kyle them will do anything to get on,
and they can't have two frauds. They can't have 2 frauds on the show. They already got Eric on the show. We don't need 2 frauds on the show.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that Faye stuck up for Kathy. Like, I do think that Faye would be somebody who would be vocal about what she does and doesn't like, and I think that Beverly Hills needs that because they still try to put on airs a lot of the time. I would love to see Faye come in as like a antagonist.
She didn't have nothing for Catherine. Catherine told her, "Girl, you put me in your book. If you don't act like you know me when you don't know me." Faye didn't have to put Catherine in her book.
Isn't one of Kathy's rich friends
the Playboy that she was in?
No, Faye Resnick wrote a book.
She sure did.
And she was talking about Catherine Edwards. You know, Catherine Edwards was married to the man. Catherine Edwards got married to a guy that went to USC. I can't think of his name right now. They got married at OJ and Nicole's house. It was a man that It was a man that Nicole was sleeping with, and he denied that he was sleeping with her. But Nicole wrote in her diary that she was sleeping with him. What's his name, Callie?
I don't remember that man's name, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know.
Yes, let me see.
Marcus.
I don't like being Faye on that show.
Marcus? Damn it!
That's his name. It's Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen. Yes.
Yes, baby.
Was he black?
Yes, he lied in his deposition. He was a younger OJ. He was a younger OJ, and yes, he slept with her, and he lied in his deposition and said he didn't sleep with her, but they pulled their diary out, and she said that she slept with him.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you. Is it a coincidence?
Oh my God, her diction is worse than mine, if that's possible. I thought I was bad.
Have any of you heard about the Housewives of New Orleans? Going to be the next.
I have heard that. And I also heard that there's Tamika from Southern Charm is probably going to be cast.
He went out on a date with Eileen too.
Marcus Allen?
Yeah, he went out on a date with Eileen.
I didn't know.
So he has a type.
Mims, they always do.
Yeah, Marcus and Catherine got married at OJ house.
I feel like anybody that was around OJ had a certain type of mentality, and that is why I've never cared for the Kardashians because I with them.
Kelly, I know exactly what you mean.
You know what I mean? They got a certain way of thinking.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah.
Did you know Robert Kardashian went out with Priscilla Presley?
Yes.
No.
Oh, that's new tea to me.
Did you? Sound like it just like fishbowl and keys in the fishbowl parties. That's what it sounds like. They're all at each other and sleeping with each other.
No, I think there was a brief breakup with Chris, and he got with Priscilla Presley.
He met Chris when she was 17.
They are around.
Get older. Remember when he first met Chris at whatever party they were at? She was only 17, almost.
Oh,
18.
Chris. Oh no, Chris said that she met.
He was a flight. She was a flight.
No,
attendant.
Chris said that she was a flight attendant, and she met OJ and Robert. They was coming from wherever the Olympics was, seeing Bruce win the decathlon.
She was a flight attendant, but the story I heard her say was that she was 17 and Robert waited for her to become, air quotations, legal before he actually asked her out.
Like Kylie and Tyga?
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe back in those days, maybe you could, but I know now you can't be a flight attendant at 17. Who knows what those
You could be at the Playboy Mansion at 17.
Well,
If you got
Playboy
money,
Mansion
you can
had
do
all
whatever.
kind of children up there illegally and
Apparently,
dogs.
that's what the girl who's suing Cosby said.
Yeah, they had children and dogs up there. That place was a circus that should have been shut down.
Did y'all watch the docu-series on A&E?
You know, I couldn't get past episode 3.
Oh, you got to go finish it.
Everybody keep telling me that.
It's extremely
You got to
disturbing.
watch the Chippendales one.
The Chippendales one I didn't watch. It didn't seem as interesting. But the
You know what?
Playboy
I'm gonna
one-
watch it tonight,
The
Danielle.
Playboy one was given, I'm gonna be real, it was given R. Kelly. It was given like, how was people letting this man run around do this?
It was
That's what it was
definitely
giving.
R. Kelly in Hollywood, late 70s, early 80s. It all, unfortunately, it all made sense. But it's sad. I'm glad that we can't get down like, or people can't get down like that anymore. But I like documentaries, and I thought it was very eye-opening. And yeah, it was. Go watch all this docuseries and then watch Chippendales afterwards.
But you know what was the most eye-opening part is that he was not a real actual businessman. That was all a facade.
Yeah, no.
Him or his daughter knew how to run a business. They destroyed that company. It was actually a viable business, but they didn't know what they were doing.
Okay, so it's two folds to that. So watch the docuseries and then go to Hulu and watch the entertainment side of the docuseries.
Okay.
Yeah, it's two versions to it. It's
Amelia,
still all
I
of
think
it is
black
good.
women should date whomever they want. Black, white, yellow,
I think you
brown,
should date for
whatever.
character. And
You
I'm
should
a
date
person
whoever.
who I don't date by color. I don't care what color you are, but I definitely think you should have standards to date for character.
Okay, so this question, that statement kind of came up at our family reunion. My cousin, my male cousin, older, was getting on my female cousin and I about us not dating outside of our race. And because both of us are high yellow, air quotations, we were trying to tell him that we don't normally get approached by white men. And he tried to tell us we were wrong. And we were like, well, how are you going to tell us about our own experience?
Experience, yeah.
So what we have noticed as two light-skinned women in the world, in this world, that normally white men go for browner women. Now you will find your dimes here and there where you're 1 out of 10s where you'll find a white man with a light-skinned woman, but 9 times out of 10, from what we've experienced, white men go for darker black women. So we don't get picked by white
I
women.
think you and I are the same complexion, and I have noticed that. And if I go out with a friend, like I was out with a friend who's actually married to my other friend, the men were approaching her. She's chocolate. And you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I have noticed that as well. And typically, to be honest, the men that I have dated that were white were not from this country. I don't think one of them was. Now that I think about it.
What I personally experienced one
you know,
in my late 20s, I was at a bar downtown DC. The University of Maryland football team had just won some kind of big game. The players, coaches, everyone was there. One of the coaches, older white man, was trying to holler at this. I guess she was probably around the same age as me, late 20s, black girl, but she was chocolate brown, tall. I'm 6 feet tall, you guys. Small up top, big old booty on the bottom. She was built the same way. When she declined him, he looked me up and down in his drunken stupor and said, "You will do." No, I won't. I'm not. Yes. Yes.
Oh no, they bold. They don't bite their tongue at all.
You will do.
They will say anything to you. Because they just don't have they don't really have.
I think it was so about one, I'm black and I have a peach, but he really wanted the darker black girl with a peach.
Oh,
you know, I never really have thought about it that much.
Found that to be,
I heard it.
But you know what? I've never really thought about it all that much. But you are right. I have noticed that when I go out, the white guys will usually approach a darker skinned black woman. And the guys that will usually approach me will either be sort of like mixed race Latino, or, if there's some black men there, black or Asian. Or if they're white, they're either Russian, Armenian, something like that.
Yep. So I told my dad about that. Now, mind you, the picture y'all see.
Yeah, Rob Kardashian.
So you're not opposed, Danielle? Are you saying that you're not opposed?
What does that mean?
You're not opposed to dating a white man. You're just saying that they don't approach you?
Oh, no, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't get approached. But my dad was saying, when I told him about the whole scenario that I went through, he took it back to slavery. He was like, it's a thing of white men wanting something that they've always wanted, which was the darker berry.
It's I think it's more some
fantasy,
act out a fetish of some kind.
Yeah,
it's nothing positive about it, in my opinion. I really think you have to look at a person's character and not their race. And I think that sometimes we just want a black man, and we're not looking at their character at all. And he's a psycho, and we just want a black man so bad we don't care about their character.
Kylie's on
a lot too.
It's right what Kylie's saying. You've got to look at the character of the person. You can't just look at the skin color. You've got to actually look and see what the person is about and what they like and how they treat people.
Exactly.
It's about chemistry as well, like getting along with someone. Doesn't matter what skin color they are. If they treat you like crap, why the hell would you want to be anywhere near them?
But you got to initially.
Me neither. I think that I honestly believe that you should date whoever treats you right.
But here's the thing with that. Initially, we don't wear.
No, Gabor believes you should date somebody with money. Stop it.
Well, of course, with money, but to treat you.
I know this is off topic, but the money thing does affect the way often that men treat you, because it affects their self-esteem. And when men have low self-esteem, they sometimes become abusive. So it's not just the money, it's a whole domino effect with that.
Yeah. But it's all, when we talk about how they treat you and the personality and who they are, we don't wear mood stickers on our forehead, so we don't know what we're getting. So everything is by physical attraction first, and then you have to get to know who they are.
I wish I did have a mood sticker on my forehead so people would leave me the F alone if I'm not feeling it. That's a good idea.
Look, my mood sticker is my mouth. So when I tell somebody to leave me the F alone, it better be
I
done.
very rarely get mad, but now that my channel is growing, Gabor and Kadi know this, I've been getting it left and right. And I was always a person who tries to respond to as many comments as possible, just because it's like you choosing to comment or answering a question. I want to converse and go back and forth, but I have been getting it left and right. So I do get mad
Well, you're a celebrity
That's
now.
not what I meant
So.
by getting it.
And I told you, people just gonna say whatever they want. They think they entitled to tell you what to
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
Hold on. We got some new people on here. Y'all gotta throw some bows around
Hey,
here.
Mrs. D Green.
Miss D Green, JC.
Hey, JC.
Hey.
Hi, Mel. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
No.
Thanks for having me.
I hear you, Mims, on that. Well, for me, like my New Year's resolution is to kind of like be more at peace and not respond to every provocation because I'm just trying to be in a better space. I have a pretty good life and I'm a very blessed person. So it's like, why get worked up, by people who I don't know what be going on inside of people sometimes, but that's not my fight.
Agreed.
I had a friend tell me that ever since COVID, that people have just been like even nastier to individuals and just like
Don't say
flat
that
out.
word.
Well, after 2020, my bad. People have been
He's a
like just.
content creator too, so I'm always like throwing out little tips.
I mean, but you know how I talk on my channel, so I be. But this is
Already,
yours, bro.
I
But
think
yeah, like
hopefully they didn't flag him.
people are, just nastier than meaner to
YouTube
people.
is man, they've gotten so restrictive.
I think people should just be open-minded, and accept that everyone has their own differences and opinions.
Agreed.
And you just don't get, if you don't agree, you don't agree. It shouldn't have to get into the nastiness of it. And I feel sorry for like Gabor and Mims and who's got the channels, because you've got to have like
They're
skin
great.
steel to put up with the abuse. That's why I closed mine down a couple of years back. It was just too much. It's like you've got to have like a skin like steel to put up with it, because you've got to be like a therapist basically. Because the amount of abuse what you have coming at you, like wow.
Yeah, it's like
that's
brace
why
yourself.
I don't have a channel because I just don't. I have a real job. Like I don't have time to filter out negative comments and people cussing me out and trying to dox me. And
I think
really
they have a real
I
job.
can't deal with that.
I feel like, in my opinion, they have a real job.
No, well, what I'm saying is for me, I don't think I can balance both. I'm not saying other
Oh,
people don't
right.
have other jobs.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying I don't think I can balance both.
Gabor, is
personally.
this you?
No. Character is
sounds
good, but
like you.
Microsoft, Amazon, and Google stop help suit. Right. That's amen.
Yes. I love that.
And if I talk too much, please get on to me.
Well, I
Ma'am,
mean,
it is a slight echo. I don't know who it is. Somebody's got something going on in the background.
I don't know. I guess put yourself on mute if you're not actually talking. That'll probably do it. I don't know. I'm extremely grateful for everybody choosing to spend time with me. 20K was a very big moment for me. It feels, I don't know, like I was like I said earlier, I was a little bit emotional, which is why I came on way after my bedtime. Y'all know I'm not up this late. This is Gabor hours. Gabor.
Now you ain't never seen me on live this late now.
Not on live. I mean, Gabor, he'll be cooking and stuff like that after 10 o'clock.
Yeah. But I'm 2 hours behind you though.
Oh, that might play a part.
Yeah, it's only like 9 o'clock here.
It's 11 here.
It's midnight.
It's midnight.
East Coast, Central, and West Coast.
So I think a good place to end it was if you have final thoughts about Prison Babe, Phaedra, we can go around, but just kind of keep it kind of quick because I got to be up at 4:30. I already have a whole nother video I got to make. Danielle, you want to start?
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock, shawty. I'm going to stick with what I put in the comments. You need to go ahead and get this Prison Babe platform started for these women. I was going to say thirsty. I'm not going to say thirsty, but have like a, look at this. And to say, just start Prison Babe Friday or Prison Babe Bum Day or whatever. Start it for these girls, get some new pen pals, these boys can get some cash apps to their account, to their books. So they go get some cigars and cigarettes and Cheetos and hot fries and everything else.
Okay, wait.
Oh
I
no.
did tell you that I have a friend auditioning or who might be auditioning for Love After Lockup.
Yes.
Her man sends her money.
So
you
I've
do
had
that
a guy
math.
pay my card note from jail before, so I get it.
Oh.
So wait, Danielle, this okay, y'all. You know we're messy around
That mean
here.
that he was that mean that he was selling a lot of stuff before he went in.
No, I had this dude
How can you
when I
get
was
money
like
in
really
jail?
young. He was sending me money from jail.
I
Hold
never
on
had
1 second. Hold on 1 second. We want to do the math. Danielle has a church lady mom who gives her news and information on the Potomac Housewives. In Gabor's terminology, her booty is poking because she says she gets and she gets her car note paid. Okay, continue, Danielle.
and I never had to lay a low and spread it out for him to send that money for that car note. Bam. That
Of course, he was in jail.
I mean, but I knew him prior to him going to jail. I just never had to lay it low and spread it wide to get the car note paid. Didn't have to do anything.
What'd you have to do? Write letters?
Did I write him?
He's being funny because that's what what's her name said. That's what Portia's friend said. What you gonna do? Write letters, girl? That was at the season 2.
So
what's
speaking
her
of
name? Gabor?
remember when Portia had the guy tied on it and when she was trying to get him to sign the contract?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I know him, of course, but okay, so good night.
Who does she know now?
Oh, he lives in DC, right?
You
The
know
one
Todd?
with the baby nump.
Yeah, the one with the baby nub.
Ridiculous.
Oh. I want to interview him. Go ahead and let him know we need an interview.
You know, Andy wanted him. Andy said on Watch What Happens Live that he could get it.
Them, set him up on Instagram. He responds. Because I'm friends with him on Instagram. Yeah. Todd Tyler, right?
You
I don't know. Let me look that up.
Portia?
Y'all, I just been reading, and I'm about to bust in. I have been reading that Andy's book again, that like Most Talkative. Here I am busting in with the old white raspy voice. And he was like, I'm telling you, he's very proud of slinging the thing. Do y'all really think he's back in?
Andy's slinging?
Andy.
I would see him
I can't
slinging
look at him
drugs
like
before I
that.
see him slinging.
I don't want to think about his.
I don't either, but in a way,
Andy's sexual.
it's the escapades. It's the escapades in the book.
So I read a
Yes.
book. The book hadn't. I read something from a book that hadn't came out. Somebody, y'all know the man who claimed that he
tell me
that he dated Andy.
The
Miss
3
Stunt
hours,
Queen.
right, Gabor?
Yeah, the stunt
What?
queen that was going around.
What?
Y'all remember the stunt queen that was going around saying he dated Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Which
He had
stunt?
wrote a book. He wrote a book and he sent the book to somebody that I know, and we read the book. And he said that in the book it said that Andy did it for hours and hours and hours. That Andy
I heard
liked
that
to,
too because they put
that
like the
that
coke
Andy liked to
on it.
that he liked to perform
Sound like
oral.
drugs, y'all.
He liked to perform oral. Yeah, that he walked around the hotel room, made sure nobody was in there, made sure no camera was in there, and he got on his knees and did it for hours.
That's not surprising.
That's why his neck's strong. It looks
That's what
strong.
they said. That's what they said. That's what I
Yeah,
read.
he's white and I'm white, and he's not even bagging underneath the neck. It could be true.
That's not surprising at all.
Okay, welcome. Here's my super chat. Fifi says,
ain't even
"Men
trying to be
ignore
wrong.
the keyboard
I believe that.
gangsters. We love you. Thank you so much."
Exactly. Mims, if they can't say it to you in person or come on a platform and address you, don't pay attention to them.
Well, I don't want them to address me. I don't have time.
At least it looks more respectable, though, instead of typing
I can't
something.
see anything in there.
Shay, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate both Fifi and Shay. You don't have to do that. Where were we at? Cotty?
Oh, I moved in the position. Oh, okay. Shoot, I wasn't even ready. I don't think I got nothing to say.
Don't you have a new channel?
I do, and
Don't you have the ability to put it in the chat?
I do, and I will go copy the link. But I have 2 new channels. One is basically like a lifestyle channel, me just talking about everyday things or Black people, the difference, like the I don't know, the disconnect between us and Africans, and just a whole bunch of just different things that I'm talking about on that one. And the other channel, I'm going to be talking about a lot of the missing Black people. I know there's a lot of missing Black women, especially, but I'm not cutting out men. But I'll be talking about that and sharing their stories over on that channel. So the one channel is called oh shoot, I have to say my whole okay, because I'm actually
just put it in the chat, Cotty. Definitely it's called Black Unsolved Mysteries, right?
Well, Unsolved Black Mysteries, but yeah.
Unsolved Black Mysteries. That's definitely the one I will definitely be tuned into. We've been talking about
both because you my friend.
I'm gonna subscribe both, but I'm just saying I'm really interested to see where you go with that one because there are so many situations where, you know, Black people are not, it's not publicized. You know what I mean? There's so many situations where things happen, or I don't want to say that word, but TRIF. I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. And there's no fanfare around it. So I'm really excited for Cotty to be putting a face and a voice with people and places that we need to know because we could potentially help. There was a lady who said that her niece the other day, she was calling for people in Houston, I believe, to go to the specific police station because her niece was on this list. And her niece showed up with a Hispanic guy who to the police station in Houston, Texas, saying, I'm fine. I want to be taken off the list so that she could go to Mexico. And this woman called out for anybody to go to that police station and help stop. And those are the kind of things that I think are important.
That was in Houston?
I believe that was in Houston.
And did they stop it?
I don't know. All I know is All True Chi, shout out to her, really great Instagram account, had posted it. And I was like, getting the word out is so important because the niece had just, I think she was like 18. So she was old enough to take herself off the list and they couldn't get to her fast enough. So many times, I mean, that could have been a situation where she was trying to be rushed across the border to do whatever to her. So it's important.
Let me say this. Give me shelter. And what did I say that was an anti-African channel? See, this is where people don't even listen.
No, okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hold on. Nope, Cotty. No, it's not an anti-African.
She doesn't even know.
No, Cotty, I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm gonna have to mute you. It's not an anti-African channel. Cotty is a person who loves the country Africa. Cotty is going to eventually move there. It is a pro-Africa channel. So whatever, you know, might have gotten misconstrued, that's not what it is. Cotty loves Africa and African people. That's it.
People need to chill.
Yeah.
It's just such a...
everybody's not on a negative vibe, you guys.
I'm just saying, this is a very positive night, even though we did talk about some people that we lost in Miss Holla. It's a good night, and I want people to subscribe to my friend Cotty's channel. She's very fun, and that crime channel is going to do a lot of good. So I'm very excited about that. I can't see your name, but there's a cat in your profile pic. Oh, Karma.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to add?
First of all, Cardi, I subbed to both of your things, and it's nice that you like Africa and want to get to that place. I still can't believe I'm on the same panel as Gabor. He gets started because it's Gabor. And, I just think it's great what you do, Mims, because congratulations about where your achievements now on the channel and what you do for other streamers. The likes of Tita, I love Tita to bits, helping her out, giving her advice. And it's the same, you go in every other blogs, giving advice, I am asking questions, you know what I mean? And that's how it should be, like a community helping each other out, especially this type of community. Instead of being separated and apart, everyone should be helping each other and coming together. And I just think it's a good thing what you are doing.
Oh, thank you.
And I just think everyone out there, be open, and listen to people's opinions and don't be shut off, because not everyone's out to get you. It's all love.
Amen.
Cromartie thinks I'm out to get Portia. Callie.
You are out to get Portia, but no one cares. No, I just wanted to say congrats, Mims, and that's about it. I'm about to go watch The Real Housewives of Miami, one of the last Real Housewives franchises that are actually entertaining.
Ooh.
That's it.
Well, thank you, Callie. I appreciate it. Gabor.
I don't really got nothing to say.
We started together, so I'm really glad that you popped in.
Oh,
Gabor has a channel. Everybody knows Gabor has a channel. Definitely support my boy Gabor. Somebody drop his link in the chat if you can. I would appreciate that. Gabor will teach you how to, what would you say? Make your booty too?
I did not say that. I never said that. I never said none of that. But I will. I never said none of that. But I will say congratulations on 20K.
Thank you. It's poke, right? When you go to the gym and you do squats, it's poking, right?
Poking, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't the gym. It was natural.
That just sounds weird from where I come from.
What do y'all call it, Karma Serene?
Right, we call poking like it's like a sexual thing. Yes, that's what we call it. So we've got the same thing going on in the same places.
But we saying like poking out.
Oh no, we just like pokers.
And I believe you that you do that, Karma. I wouldn't know I'm a virgin. Miss D Green.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care who
happy
tell
New
it.
Year, Mims and Gabor. I've been listening to you all, and I missed you. I missed jumping on the lives. I've had family in town, and they just left this week, so I've been a little busy. But I missed you guys.
Did you see the new episode of Miami?
No, I'm gonna watch it tonight because right now I'm in New York. I've been out. I'm on my mommy weekend. Yeah, I'm on my mommy weekend. I'm having fun. Guess who I met today? I went to go see him in a play called The Collaboration. Jeremy Pope. He is so cute in person. You know who Jeremy Pope is, right?
Yes, he played in he played in
No,
is
he
he played in
was
the Ryan
in Rihanna's
Murphy?
fashion show. Yes, he works with Ryan Murphy. He was in
He played in the
Pose.
Ryan Murphy Hollywood.
Yes.
He's a singer.
He played
homosexual, black, gay.
MJ's girlfriend. I mean boyfriend on Pose.
Yes, he was a doctor. The doctor with the rich parents. Yes. Oh well, dang, y'all
What's
don't know
the
who he is? Jeremy Pope. He's beautiful. But
Miss D Green, you got a whole
one of
husband.
those shows that
You
I
don't need to
missed.
be looking
my
at other
husband
men.
is we solid. I could shop, but I don't buy. But yeah, so I'm excited to be here. I need a break. It's been a busy year. But
Did he sing?
No, he played Jean-Michel Basquiat. How do you say his name? Basquiat, the artist in the 80s that collaborated with
Basquiat?
Andy Warhol.
Right.
But is it Basquiat? Yes, Basquiat, I think.
Basquiat.
Mm-hmm.
So is
Yeah,
this guy.
he didn't sing, but he was real passionate. Like he did a really good job at playing the role, and it was kind of like a surprise because I wanted to go see Top Dog Underdog because Yahya Abdul-Mateen is in that play, but I couldn't get tickets for that. So
Oh my God.
yeah, you know I like him too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What do you mean? Oh my God!
You know, we trying to still see if the pictures of him from Clark, what's the name from the show with Regina King is real. The nude scene he had over there.
Yeah.
The Watchmen, yeah. We still trying to see if that video of him was real over there.
Oh,
She's talking about the man who played Candyman, y'all.
Yes.
If y'all don't know who she's talking about, the guy who played Candyman.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know him.
Yes. So yeah, I missed you guys. I'll be jumping on some lives soon because Gabor, no matter what you say or do, you might get me in the mood, but I still love you because the humor is unmatched. You have me dying.
And I love you back.
You bring me back in with that sense of humor, and you too, ma'am.
Oh,
but that's
We
all. Happy
appreciate
New
you
Year,
guys.
everyone. Goodbye.
And I
too.
keep telling this dude we should be doing more together. It's just our schedules conflict a lot of the time. But Gabor, will we be doing more stuff together in 2023?
Mims keep on telling me this every week, and I'll be like, Mims, just let me know when. You know, Mims is the type of one blame everything on me. I'm like, just let me know when ahead of time so I can plan to do it. And he always be like, okay, so when are we? I'm like, just tell me when. Just tell me when. Anytime he ever asked me to do something, I've always done it. So I don't even know why he be doing it.
The lies.
Don't put
I
me
won't
up,
sit
yo.
here and listen to your lies. Guys,
She was
again,
lying when she
thank you,
said it.
everybody. Did Q? Did you drop off?
No, I'm here.
Q has a channel. He has a really, really funny channel. If somebody could drop his link, super funny guy, a lot of reads, a whole lot of reads. So I will go and drop into some of his weekends to troll him. Would you say?
No, that's just me. You know, I'm just being nice to the girls down there in Potomac. That's all.
That's nice.
Yeah, you know, Sharice's my favorite.
Y'all, I do have a quick question. You guys, if there was some other show that was on Sunday nights, would you still be watching Potomac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly want us to cancel the show so bad, y'all.
I really
And yes, she watches.
They losing me. They
I
are.
bet you still watch.
The sentiment, Callie. It is losing its luster.
Especially since
in my
y'all got me,
hometown.
Miss D Green, especially since y'all got me on Miami. Especially since y'all got me on Miami.
It's good,
Miami's
right?
I feel like that
drama.
Miami. I feel like Miami needs to be on Bravo, and we can move Potomac to Peacock.
Yeah,
Gabor's only saying that because of the money, but like Gabor,
No,
you
the
came in-
storyline.
storyline too.
I've been
The
watching this show
fashion,
since the
everything.
beginning.
Yeah.
You came in with Lisa's storyline being a big thing, but outside of that, they really did not have much the prior seasons.
But
Like,
I
literally.
love when they say, "I heard something and it's true." You know what I'm saying? I heard Julia was making out with a man at the Four Seasons, and it's true.
You know she
what
was
I'm
over
saying?
there with that man and tried to
We
play
know,
it off.
right?
Oh, I was just doing that because it was people looking, and I wanted to.
I heard Adriana boyfriend. I heard Adriana boyfriend was married, and the man is married because when he got on the phone when she asked him, he said that he was separated. He didn't say he was divorced until after.
She said, "Wait a minute, divorce or separate?" And he said, "Oh, divorce. I've been divorced for like 3 years."
Yeah, he was lying.
Yeah.
So these girls, when they bring in tea, they bring in the real tea.
Yeah.
See, I watch Potomac because it's my hometown, so that's the reason why I continue to watch it. But my favorite show on Bravo is actually Married to Medicine. I think Married to Medicine is better than Housewives. It's more organic.
And Mim, season 2 of Miami was good too. That was probably the best one back in the day.
Oh, see, I didn't watch the previous version of Miami. I could not get into it. It was a little boring. But
Marisol's mother was a legend.
Has been good.
No, it was good. You should watch it, Callie.
Marisol's mom, yeah. And Marisol be toe up, y'all. I mean,
Cotty?
I think that's an act.
Cotty, people are clicking that
It's
link.
an act.
Yeah, I don't think she be drunk.
I think she be drunk, but she just got to the point where she don't care. Like, it's not like she's trying to stop herself from drinking. She's just like, I'm gonna just be drunk, and I don't care.
I love her. I love her when she's in her confessionals and she's just absolutely polite and doesn't give a toss. And then when she's on that boat coming out with more drinks, ignoring that guy when he's trying to do the video. It's hilarious.
Yeah, she reminds me of her mom. She's becoming her mom.
Yeah, her mom was something. She was a character.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah, I
she's
remember
trying
that
to do.
lady.
I think that's her goal, right? Because
Is to become her
this
mom?
version of her is not who we met.
No.
Marisol is morphing into a fan favorite. Okay, because we really gotta go. But Adriana doing everything that she does for attention and still not getting, what do they hold? Like an orange? What do they hold?
I think it's a mojito.
Mojito, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
not getting a mojito is really sad, and she needs to give it up.
Yeah,
Adriana don't hold a mojito.
I thought she was a housewife.
She was original, but they brought her back as a friend.
I didn't know that.
Oh wow, they nice today to the friends of the show because everybody showed up to her video.
Yeah, I thought she was a housewife. I really did. I know Kiki is not a housewife.
She don't
You
need to
could
be.
tell she's trying to do the most.
Yeah, she turned me off the last episode. The
Yeah.
hostess thing. I was like, oh.
Too much. And you could tell she was just doing it to have a scene because she want to be on the show. She want to be a housewife.
Don't do that.
Miss D Green, did you think that Lisa knew?
Yeah, I think so because there was rumors that they had an open relationship. And honestly, I'm with you, Gabor. I don't think she's a victim.
I don't side with Lenny, but if I were in Lenny's shoes, I wouldn't do it that way necessarily, but I could understand why he left because Lisa sometimes acts like she's not listening. And she
If
needs to
you if
learn
you
the
can
hard
spend
way.
$50,000 to host the girls in a hotel room, like the most expensive penthouse, and you don't care that he's working all the time, like I
Exactly.
could.
Very entitled.
I think they said she was like a bottle girl.
She
I think they
was
said she was a
in
bottle
Vegas.
girl, and she
Mhm.
got very accustomed to the money. But it's like, and I'm not saying he should cheat on her. I'm not saying that you should ever cheat on your spouse. If you don't want to be with them, get the divorce. Don't do to him what don't do to anybody what he did to her or what Kelsey Grammer did to Camille. It's
Yeah, it's like I
embarrassing.
don't like when girls get like that. Like if you got a man that's got money, invest in yourself. Like invest in your education, invest in a business. Like don't just invest in blowing yourself up with plastic. Like
But
it
I
just
think that a lot of those women never had any goals, and that's why they married these type of men, because usually these relationships they're not really attracted to these men. These men are usually extremely unattractive and older than them. And if they had those goals, they would have been pursuing those goals, and they wouldn't have had time for this old creepy man.
You better do like Ashley did and have some babies by him.
But see,
You
that's how
got
you keep them.
to.
You don't think the men want you to be ambitious? That lust is temporary.
Not them old men. They just switch you out. This new one that he's switching Lisa out for, I bet you she ain't nothing.
She looks demon like.
They
She
say she's
really does.
22.
Y'all are crazy. We are
Oh,
not doing a
Gabor, one more
full-on
thing. Sorry,
Miami review. I
sorry,
appreciate.
Gabor. I meant to say because I know you were asking about suggestions. Succession is another show you should watch on HBO
Yes,
too.
Succession.
It's
Okay. How
good,
many
right?
seasons is it?
And The
3.
Last of Us coming up on
Okay.
HBO Sunday. The Last of Us.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
What is that
Sorry,
on?
man.
It comes on this Sunday on HBO.
But I can't even
Okay.
say it.
Gabor, when we get off, something just happened.
Okay.
So stay on. Everybody else, I really do appreciate everything, everybody. I have another video coming out tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who's on this panel, and thank you for the day ones, the members. I'm just overwhelmed and so appreciative of all of you. See you guys later. See you tomorrow or in a few hours.
Bye.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Bye.